Hey fellow Schneider drivers, Friendly Bill coming at you. Quick video, it's about 10 p.m. I just pulled into the San Bernardino yard. My relay is not here yet, so I called Schneider Overnight Services and requested a call back just to kind of find out what the story is, if that trailer is actually assigned to someone yet, if it is going to be making it here shortly. If not, I can go off duty for the night. If it is coming here, I'm going to be driving through the night. So when in doubt, call Schneider, get the info you need. That being said, I am not a recruiter, I'm not a trainer, I am just a Schneider company driver. I do not speak for Schneider, I just speak for myself. So when I give information, it is based on my own personal experience. I don't know what other people are experiencing at Schneider. I mean, I talk to people, I'm a solo truck driver, so I am driving almost all day, every day, working on the road solo. So I don't have my pulse on the throat of, I don't have my fingers on the pulse of other drivers. So, like I said, I can only report my information. I don't know what other people are doing. So, like I said, I'm just a driver, just a company driver. But I did report my numbers from the week previous, and this week is going pretty well. Today I've only driven 309 miles, but I am waiting for a relay, so I may be driving the rest of the night. But right now I'm at 309. I have quite a bit of time left on my clock, so I have 5.5 hours left on my 11 and almost 8 hours left on my 14. So today could be a great day, or it could be a 300-mile day. I don't know yet. The day before that was 539 miles, 495 miles, 586 miles. Ooh, that's a good one. 385 miles. So, I mean, this week is looking like it may be similar to the previous week. Like I said, I only report on my own experiences, and I just want to say that my experience with the training engineers and the training staff at the OCs has been excellent. So about 5 years ago, I was assigned a TE, and his name was Mel. He was in his 60s, maybe older. I don't want to date him because I'm not exactly sure how old he was, but he's an older guy. He kind of reminded me of my dad. Had tons and tons of experience. I don't know if it was 30 years and he'd been with Schneider for a really long time, and just a really nice, patient, down-to-earth guy. He just kind of reminded me of like somebody's dad or grandfather, depending on how young you are. But just a really great guy, just really great experience, and I really feel blessed to have had Mel as my trainer. He may be retired now, I don't know. He did mention that he was going to be retiring shortly, but I wish him all the best in his life. I hope he is enjoying retirement. But my TE was awesome. My experience with all of the training staff at the OCs was excellent. Everybody was professional, welcoming, helpful, answering questions. Just an excellent experience, and that has been my experience. Like I said, I can only speak for myself, but I have had excellent interactions with training staff all throughout Schneider. So if you are thinking about coming to a company, Schneider does put a lot of focus on safety, and in my opinion, their training engineers, their training staff is excellent. I've heard horror stories from other companies, from other drivers from other companies. Schneider is pretty picky, in my opinion, of who they take on as a training engineer. Now, so something that has come up with me is that I've been reminded, or I've been told that I might want to consider being a training engineer, and I have getting close to 5 years experience. You don't have to have 5 years experience to become a trainer. I've heard 2 years. Basically, if you show that you can do the job and you know your stuff and you're consistent, and basically if you can show that you're ready, and you express interest in being a trainer, I think Schneider has an opportunity for you. Now, it's been brought to my attention that maybe I would want to train, and it was also stated that if I did become a trainer, that at some point I could move out of the truck and be a full-time trainer in an OC. Sorry, I'm updating my info here. And I appreciate the offer, and I appreciate the offer of maybe being interested in being a TE. And I'll just read the, "Hey Bill, have you ever thought about being a TE? We're looking for people that might want to do it. Students are being trained here in Portland, so you wouldn't necessarily have to go to Phoenix to pick up someone. Also, you only need to take one student a quarter to stay qualified. Some guys take one a week. Other thing to consider is the new pay package that they have for TEs. You'll get extra money. It's also a path towards a possible job out of the truck as a trainer." So, I've thought about being a trainer, and I may have to look more into this opportunity. I do enjoy driving the truck. I do enjoy being by myself and just, doing my thing, doing my job, being by myself. I enjoy the job. So, being a training engineer, there's a lot more to it than just knowing your stuff. You really have to have, in my opinion, people skills. And people skills, it's easy to present myself as one way on YouTube. YouTube is sort of a format where you can become something you're not, or you can be honest, or you can become something you're not, or you can only show one side of life. Or YouTube, this format can be manipulated greatly. And so for me, it's easy I present myself as Friendly Bill. I just wanted my channel to be helpful, and I thought, well, Friendly Bill, that's a pretty calm name to call myself, and I just want the channel to be helpful. But when it comes to really in person, I'm kind of I wouldn't say I'm antisocial. I don't feel comfortable in groups of people, and I'm friendly enough. Hey, how's it going? Oh, that's cool. Talk about this, talk about that. But then I want to get back in the truck and do my job. For me, being a training engineer, I would be in the truck with a student, which I like students, and I think I would be good at helping the students. But I also know that being in a truck with a stranger can be difficult. It can be stressful, and I just don't know that being a training engineer is for me. But if you're a new student, or if you're a student, or if you're a new driver, or if you have some years under your belt, there are training opportunities. You can work your way out of the truck if that's something you're interested in. Like I said, I have the highest respect for all the training engineers that I've ever met with Schneider. I've never had a bad training engineer experience. I just don't know if I'm cut out for it. Like I said, it's one thing to have pleasant exchanges with someone in the yard and kind of talk a little bit and then go your own way, as opposed to being in a confined space with someone for 24 hours a day for 4 or 5 days consecutive. I just don't know if I'm cut out for it. I haven't completely disregarded it as a possibility, but I'm just not sure. So, to my fellow drivers, like I said, I only report on my own experience. Some of you may have had other experiences, but you know, there's a lot of opportunities in truck driving. It's not just being a driver. You know, these companies, Schneider has a large staff of office workers and mechanics and recruiters, and you know, I mean, it's a big company. It's a big company with a lot of facets to it, and there's a lot of opportunities other than just driving a truck. Personally, I like driving the truck right now. I got out of the office. I was in an office for 20 years. I got out of the office and I haven't really felt like, gee whiz, I wish I was back in an office. I haven't had that feeling. So who knows what the future holds. Okay, gotta wrap this up. So, long story short, I'm here in San Bernardino drop yard for my relay. Apparently, the previous driver dropped it at the intermodal yard. Called Schneider. They aren't exactly sure why he dropped it there. Planner is updating my workflow so that I have the assignment to go pick up this relay. Just as a driver with some experience, sometimes things don't work out exactly as the plan is put ahead of you. And I know some of us want to take the initiative and just get the job done. I could have just gone over there and picked it up. But I suggest that when something arises that isn't to plan, to call Schneider and let them know and get their advice on the situation. You don't want to just like, oh, it's not at this yard, it's over at that yard. I'm just gonna run over there and pick it up. You know, it's only 5 or 6 miles away. You know, the reason you want to call Schneider is because you don't know all the information on that load. You don't know if there's a problem with the trailer, or if you have no idea what's actually happening with that load. So I always recommend calling Schneider and getting Schneider involved with the updated work assignment. That being said, I am going to be driving the rest of the night, so I got to say bye.